So I'm gonna go on a hike with my friend, and this is just what I'm bringing. Driving and holding my phone, and it's not a great system, but yeah, it is 6:30 a.m. I don't have work or anything like that, but I am going to do research, and research requires early mornings. I do research on wren birds. So we study female sexual aggression and behavior, male behavior, and specifically I'm hoping to take the project in my own direction and detect malaria from the blood slides, it's too early, and see how malaria affects the physicality of the birds. So like, how does it affect their wing size, their tarsus size, that kind of stuff. But I really didn't start looking into my project that much. I have to do that like toward the end of the summer, so that when I go back to school, I'll have something to work on during the semester when I'm not in the fields, because the birds are obviously not going to be here when it starts to get cold. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on about my research. It is very involved and lengthy, and I could talk about it for a long time if you guys were interested or anyone was interested. Research is a great way to get involved heavily in the sciences. So if anyone is a biology major and you're on any kind of pre-health track, whether it be PA or med school like me, research is a great thing to have under your belt, because it shows that you can do an independent study no problem. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can let me know. I'll try to film a little bit when I'm up there, but a lot of stuff has to be kept private just for the project, as not to compromise, the validity of the project. But I will try to film the field site because it is so beautiful. So at this point I've trekked a good bit, covered about 15 or so birdhouses, so I'm more than halfway done. Getting kind of hungry, kind of tired, and really wet. So this is what one birdhouse looks like. You could see that someone's starting to build a nest in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've come across some red F's, they're called. They're a type of salamander. They're super cool. They're one of my favorite animals, actually, is a red F. I just think their coloring is magnificent. So I have to cross this creek here, and then this path is gonna lead me up to my second field site. I just got done doing my research field work not too long ago, probably got done within 2.5 hours. I got home and I showered because it was disgusting. The brush was literally up to my face. That's how high it was. So I was getting just blasted by water and bugs, and it was gross. So I showered and got ready, and now I'm going to a little local cafe. It's very small, but they have some good coffee there. I really like their coffee. Okay, hi. So it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm headed to the emergency room to volunteer. Basically down there I just assist nurses with minor tasks, or I'll shadow and observe the ER doc down there. I don't go for too long, a couple hours every week, and then I'm home later and I get to eat lunch and stuff when I'm back. But yeah, I won't be able to film a lot of that because of HIPAA. I'm sure you can understand that I won't be able to film people in a hospital. That is entirely illegal. So that's all I'm really going to be saying about this today. And if I do anything fun later on, I'll check back in. Guys, so it's a new day. If you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, today I shadowed an orthopedic surgeon. I didn't get to watch any surgeries, but I did get to see some procedures in the office, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I just got back from, and I'll show you some of the things that I learned. So on the way back, I did stop at Dunkin'. This is a bunch of stuff that you would see a typical day in the office. So I learned about carpal tunnel and saw some steroid injections for managing the pain for that. I saw a bunch of trigger fingers and how you can operate or again treat it with injections. Mostly it's treated with injections, but if it is bad and it doesn't resolve, you can operate. This was a new thing I learned about. Basically, this contracture is when your fingers bend toward the side of the pain. So if you have pain somewhere down here, your fingers kind of involuntarily contract that way, and you can see visible lumps on their hands as well, just under the skin, just kind of like that. So I saw this, which oftentimes is resolved with a simple procedure that's done in the operating room. Tennis elbow is another common thing that comes in. I did see one case of tennis elbow. A lot of times they'll do towel wraps for this at night to like destabilize or not destabilize, to stabilize the elbow while you're sleeping so you can't move it. That's like kind of what he's wrapping there. It's a splint, but I was shown the procedure using a towel. I did get to see some physical therapy for the hands. Massages are very common to reduce scarring and scar tissue, scabbing, and swelling. Ganglion cysts was something I didn't see today, but I guess this is fairly common as well, and you can see it come up on the x-ray. You'll see like a little bulge. Arthritis is common. I did not see this, and I didn't even read about it, so I'm not going to go into that. And I didn't see this either. This is just another page on arthritis. So basic diagram of the hands. You have your carpals here, your metacarpals, and then your phalanges. And then down here you have your radius, which I actually broke in the past, and then your ulna is the smaller one. So that's just a very basic diagram of the hand, and that's all I really went into knowing. All the other stuff I just learned today. So I did write some stuff down of what I saw. So again, carpal tunnel was a lot. I have to look into this test here. So the doctor told me to read about concerning the medial nerve. I did see a pyogenic granuloma, which was really cool. It's basically a pocket of pus, an infection on the hand that you can treat with silver nitrate because it could be a bacterial infection, but oftentimes it happens for reasons that are unknown, and you have to surgically remove the cyst, which is what what the doctor decided to do for that patient. Then I just wrote down some terms. I did get to see a necrotic carpal bone, so it was the lunate. The bone was completely dead, and it was kind of like folding in on itself or disintegrating, which could cause damage to the other carpal bones. So the doctor was going to operate for that. So yeah, that's just a quick rundown of my day and my shadowing experience.
Welcome, Declan.